Graham Checkland joins us on the line. He's a resident of Sainte-Geneviève in the West Island, and boy, does he have a story about his home. Graham, how you doing?
Not too bad, thank you. How are you, Elias?
I'm good. Listen, I read your story and I said, "Oh man, I cannot imagine trying to go through what you've gone through with your family over the last few years." Why don't you take us back to the spring of 2017 and how all this began?
Certainly. Well, in the spring of 2017, in April, we got flooded. We had about 5 feet of incredibly dirty water come into our basement condo, and we begged to see if we could get some sort of buyout due to the proximity of the river. Yeah. But we weren't capable of doing that. The government was very nice about giving our condo association some money to rebuild, but in the flood zone, and before the repairs could be completed, we got cranked again in 2019.
Two floods in the span of 3 years, between 2017 and 2019.
Yes, sir. And at this point, we re-engaged with the government. Like my MNA, Mr. Dirigi, has been good, but my mayor, Mr. Marinacci, has not been so good, because everybody is telling me that the ball is in his court, including the provincial government is telling me that my mayor could act.
What could the mayor do? What could the mayor do?
Well, he could condemn the basement of the condominium. But the reason I'm getting more media attention this week is because there is a new development. The entire building has been rejected for insurance.
Oh man.
So everyone. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Where have you been living, by the way, Graham?
I've been living at my father's since April 2017, and just saving up money to start again and buy a new home. And the bank is taking me to court for the remaining small amount of money that I owe, and I'm just trying to get someone to step in and help me out. I'm unable to.
And now, like, you haven't lived there, right? 'Cause in your unit, you haven't lived there in 3 years.
That's right.
What does that mean now for everyone else in your building that can't get insurance?
Yeah, it's yet to be seen. I'm trying to get the mayor to comment. I'm trying to get different people to agree to see me and stuff, but they're a little bit mum right now. They don't want to say exactly what's going on, but basically all the condos at 297 have lost all of their value. I mean, it's just incredible. And
try selling a place and you're like, hey, by the way, you can't get insurance, buy my house.
That's it, sir. Yeah. That's what the government's been telling me to do, repair my condo again and just sell it and move on. And I'm like, well, that isn't a realistic option.
Yeah, because then you're just, and even if you do sell it, you're just putting someone else in that position, right?
Absolutely. It's totally immoral, and I refuse to do that.
We're with Graham Checkland. He's a Sainte-Geneviève resident. His condo was flooded in 2017, then 2019. He's still without a home. So, Graham, can I just ask you, what's the best case scenario? Like, what would be, because, no matter what, you've lost these last 3 years of having a proper home. There's probably no way you'll be able to recoup all your money. But what's the best case scenario that can keep you as whole as possible money-wise and let you move on? What would be the best case scenario?
Honestly, I just hope in the future that this doesn't happen to anybody else, because this has put me through a tremendous amount of stress, and my father has been excellent, letting us live in his house, and, it put him out of his comfort as well. I mean, the guy wasn't expecting me to move back home after 15 years living in my condo, but all in all, I just hope that the government can avoid doing this to somebody else, and maybe even admit that they made an error in judgment in our particular case.
In allowing that property to be built in the first place? Is that what you're...
Yeah, and then allowing them to tell me I should rebuild it right now. I mean, it looks like a war zone, the building. It's so close to the river. Like I said, 3 major companies, insurance companies, have rejected the whole building for coverage due to proximity of the river. And there is no doubt, like, the river will take that whole building down. It's just that our mayor would prefer if we all go bankrupt rather than helping us.
But why? Like, why? Why? Like, that's just to hear that our mayor would prefer we all go bankrupt. Why? Like, what's the benefit for the city?
Pardon? What's the benefit?
Like, yeah, what's the benefit for the city in that
Well,
scenario?
he doesn't want to pay us out. He doesn't want to help us. He just wants to pass the buck.
Gotcha.
In the article, he's pointing the finger at the Quebec government, and the Quebec government's pointing the finger at him. I mean, I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah.
They won't even see me, the mayor's office. I'm trying to ask the media to be my go-between and get me a meeting with the mayor again, because since the new information has come up, the fact that the whole building is uninsurable, that means if there's a fire, I mean, this is Canada after all. We're supposed to be able to live with dignity and safety, in mind, all of us. And right now, in my opinion, he's let us down severely. And all me and my neighbors have taken a tremendous financial beating, but we're all going to survive one way or another. But
in a certain respect, this news that you won't get insured, to me, maybe it helps your case, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. That's why I started calling the media again, because I was just trying to say to the government, I told you, it's a poor investment of taxpayers' money to reinvest in this building that keeps getting destroyed,
So it's not lost on me that after the first flood in 2017, you rebuilt, right? You go through all this work, and getting contractors and doing work. I know it takes forever. And were you about to move in back in 2019 when the second flood hit? Like, what was the timeline there?
Well, we had received an email saying that we would get our keys back in 1 month. So everyone was getting excited about the perspective of living in the place that you pay your mortgage for. And it didn't work out for me, man.
Jeez. All right. So what's the next steps here for you, man?
If anyone could put any pressure on Mayor Marinacci, his office, if anyone wants to contact me, please look me up on Facebook. If anyone can put any pressure on my mayor, that would be wonderful. I'd appreciate it.
Graham, can you tell me, obviously you've got your building, but are there other condos right next door to you? Like, is this a problem for a lot of buildings in the area?
No, it's a totally isolated situation, and it's the worst building in Montreal after the 2017 and 2019 floods. We are just in such proximity to the river now that, it's the first building to take on water each flood season. Mm-hmm. And we're just trying to convince everybody that it would be in everyone's best interest to condemn the basement and move along with everybody's lives, hopefully. Now, pardon?
Do you need are you going to end up buying a new place? Let's say you don't get, this building doesn't get condemned and you're still in limbo for another couple of years, God forbid. Yeah. Are you at a point there where you're still going to, you're almost at a point where you're going to move out of the dads and get back to buy a new place?
Yeah, but I got to bode my time, with the COVID and everything, and and everything that's going on. I mean, we are at a point of rising up again, but that's through my wife's tireless efforts to save money and get us back on the track that we were on. Well, we were doing very well before 2017, and we're just fighting.
Well, Graham, all my best to you and your young family, and hopefully you end up in a home of your own sooner than later.
Oh, yeah, we'll get there. Thank you so much. I appreciate the attention, and if you guys can do anything to call my mayor, that'd be awesome.
All right, Graham. We will definitely look into that, and I do appreciate you taking the time here. Thanks so much.
Okay, man. Thank you. Bless you.
That's Graham Checkland, Sainte-Geneviève resident, and imagine that, being without a home since 2017.